Just like how parents treat their children, Superman.
Bye.
Bye.
2 seconds later.
Stop telling lies.
School systems try to do the same.
School officials believing an old school solution is one way to handle new problems with kids.
Which includes physical discipline of a child, took place on campus on August 14th, just 4 days into the school year.
As we like to teach children, whether or not we like the children is the question.
Today we will be discussing the use of corporal punishment in schools. Now, what is corporal punishment? Corporal punishment is a form of punishment that involves purposefully inflicting physical pain or discomfort upon a person, usually a child. And as of 2023, 28 states have banned corporal punishment in public schools. 15 states have laws explicitly giving public schools authority to use corporal punishment. 7 states have no laws regarding the use of corporal punishment. And in all states except for Iowa and New Jersey, private schools are allowed to use corporal punishment. And it's important to note that corporal punishment does not only refer to the occasional paddling of a child. According to the National Education Association, corporal punishment can lead to serious physical pain and injury, and it is often associated with higher rates of mental health issues.
Corporal punishment in schools disproportionately affects male and black students and students with significant disabilities. Hitting children shouldn't be okay, ever, but you definitely shouldn't hit them discriminately. Corporal punishment isn't just morally wrong, it can be psychologically damaging to kids, ineffective, and have a negative impact on their performance in schools. According to a study conducted by Ira D. Matti, instead of making students more attentive or motivated, corporal punishment leads to more delinquent behavior and has a significantly negative effect on children's academic performance, and there is no evidence that corporal punishment in schools leads to acting in a positive way. In fact, it is demonstrated that corporal punishment in schools can lead to a 37% decrease in early grade reading assessment scores. Corporal punishment in schools is not limited to a slap on the wrist. Sometimes, after a child has been disciplined at school, they are left with wounds that need medical attention.
Now, why does corporal punishment in schools persist? Well, corporal punishment came into existence at a time where teachers and parents had the same goal with corporal punishment. At this time, corporal punishment was designed to keep children within the bounds of good behavior and rarely left the child injured. Bonds of respect between the parents and teachers ensured that corporal punishment was used only when needed and was not egregious. Currently, people believe that the use of reasonable force can help the children become more disciplined. Another reason that people argue for the use of corporal punishment is based in religion. Here's a clip from Oklahoma Senator Jim Olson explaining his reasons for believing in corporal punishment.
Several scriptures could be read here. Let me just read just one. Proverbs 29, the rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. So that would seem to endorse the use of corporal punishment. On what basis would we automatically assume? Now, I'm sure there are some cases where capacity is so limited they may not understand the rules and expectations, but on what basis would we automatically conclude that a special needs child should not get corporal punishment?
That seems wrong. But wait, there's more.
Tell you this no corporal punishment initiative is not in the interest of children or civilized society. It is a top-down, socialist-aligned, ideological, unilateral divorce between parents' ability to collaborate with their local schools to establish a discipline regimen that includes corporal punishment. It is in violation of Scripture and is and ideologically aligned with socialist ideology that should not be part of this body's.
Many parents and grandparents believe that corporal punishment enforces discipline. Other people try to justify corporal punishment as a way to teach people to respect authority, but many experts believe that it is quite the opposite. Also, people claim that corporal punishment needs to remain in order to provide schools with another way to punish children, claiming that one size does not fit all. Educators need the option of corporal punishment in extreme cases. However, this one-size-fits-all mentality is what drove corporal punishment in the school system, as it was the primary form of punishment in past school systems. This use of corporal punishment ranged from small to offenses, and the effects that it had on students demonstrates why we should not have corporal punishment in the modern school system.
Arguments for the use of corporal punishment in schools may seem compelling, but it is important to remember that there is limited evidence to support these views, and there is significant evidence that argues against the use of corporal punishment in schools. Many researchers believe that corporal punishment teaches children to disrespect authority, and many experts believe that corporal punishment is not only ineffective, but it is actually damaging to the children, especially to students of minorities and with significant disabilities. The best thing for children would be if schools completely stopped using corporal punishment as a form of discipline. There are many alternatives to corporal punishment, and these punishments are less likely to diminish academic performance and are less psychologically damaging. These alternatives include detention, in-school suspension, out-of-school suspension, extra work, removing students from the classroom, or preventing the student from participating in an activity they might otherwise want to participate in.
Moral of the story, don't use corporal punishment. It's old school.